Let's continue our tutorial talking about the slope of lines. If you're asked to plot the points 4, 3 and 4, 8 onto a graph, what would it look like? Well, let's go ahead and do that. So we've got 4, 3, so we're looking at about here. And then we've got 4, 8, which is here. And I'm going to connect them because we're on a graph, so I'm going to connect these two points with a line. And if you're asked to find the slope between these 2 points, again, we know that m equals slope, and it equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I have, this is x1 and y1, and then I have x2, y2. So I have 8 minus 3 divided by 4 minus 4. Well, that equals 5 over 0. But I know that division by 0, it's not defined in the real number system. So that means since this makes my fraction undefined, therefore my slope, m, is also undefined. Important thing to note, so vertical lines have a slope that is undefined. What if I'm asked to plot the points minus 9, minus 7, and minus 1, minus 7? Okay, well, let's look. I have minus 7, I have minus 9, so here I go, here's my point. And then I have minus 1, minus 7, so here I go. And I may connect those 2 points. Not very straight, is it? Without grid lines, I'm a little bit wonky, but those are my points. I have minus 1, minus 7, and I have minus 9, minus 7. So let's look, and you're asked to find the slope of the line. Okay, again, m for slope equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. I have, these are my, which ones are your x2 points? Well, I have, when we're looking at it, this is my x2, x1, and, oops, y. I do this quite often because I go fast in my head, x1 and y1. So I have minus 9 minus 1, and then I have, whoops, and again, see what I did? I put my x's there, so my denominator is minus 9 minus 1. And then, of course, I have minus 7 minus 7. And what does that equal? Well, it gives me minus 7 plus 7 on the numerator, and, of course, minus 9 plus 1 in the denominator, which is 0 over minus 8. So what does that actually give me? Well, I know that with 0 in the numerator of my fraction, it makes the whole fraction equal 0. So therefore, my slope is 0, because that equals 0. So I have vertical lines with a slope of 0, or vertical lines with a slope of undefined, and horizontal lines with a slope of 0. So if we take that information with the information from our previous tutorial, then I know that a line that leans up to the right is positive slope. I know that if I have a line that leans up to the left, I have negative slope. If I have a horizontal line, I have 0 slope. And of course, if I have a vertical line anywhere, then I have undefined slope. Undefined, if I can spell today, undefined, that's why I'm not in English and I'm a mathematician. Undefined slope.